this Sunday in the Magic City brings playoff contenders to the ground as Birmingham Legion FC and Charlotte Independence each try to start their weeks with wins. It's a Southern showdown in the USL Championship, and it starts right now. Welcome to the south side of downtown Birmingham, Alabama, BBVA Field, our host for this Soccer Sunday featuring Birmingham Legion FC taking on Charlotte Independence, presented by Allervie Health. Welcome into our broadcast position, everybody. Alongside the coach, Mike Evan, I'm Blake Gardner. Lyndon Blake is downstairs, and she will join us here in just a bit. But Mike, this is such a familiar matchup from a year ago. It's hard to believe these two teams haven't seen each other yet in 2021.
Yeah, in 2020, these teams saw each other 4 times, but it's been almost a year. Both teams are really hot. Both teams are chasing playoff positioning. This game feels like a playoff match.
Yeah, certainly plenty on the line tonight. Let's look at our USL Championship standings coming into this one, and let's start with the Atlantic Division, home to Charlotte Independence, who have been on a great run to get into that 4th and final playoff spot.
Well, Charlotte have been really hot, winning 4 in a row, but they've also got 2 games in hand on 3rd place, 3 games in hand on 2nd place. I look for them to climb the table.
Meanwhile, Birmingham Legion FC playing out of the Central, still within striking distance for that top spot, occupied by Lou City.
Louisville City and Birmingham Legion have been fighting for the top spot all season long. It's a really close matchup. It's going to come down to the wire.
So a big game for both here in Birmingham, and as we look at the matchup tonight in our impact players, let's start with Charlotte Independence and one of their many summer signings, Gabriel Obertan.
Gabriel Obertan is a terrific player who's scored goals in the Premier League. He's scored goals in the French First Division. He's scored goals everywhere he's played.
He's made 5 appearances for Charlotte since coming over, and he's been a big piece of their recent run of success. Meanwhile, for Birmingham Legion FC, Prosper Kasim continues to play well.
Yeah, Prosper Kasim is the quiet assassin. He's the guy everybody forgets about, but when Legion need a big goal, he seems to be the man.
He's scored 4 of them so far this year, and he's back in the starting 11 again for his 14th consecutive start for Legion FC. Well, with both teams coming off midweek wins, can Charlotte make it 5 wins in a row today, or will Birmingham continue their solid run of form here at BBVA Field? It's Charlotte Independence against Birmingham Legion FC, and it comes your way right after this.
Our job is to keep your lights on. That's what you expect and deserve from Alabama Power. Our team works hard to prevent outages, but when they happen, we're on it. And we have some new tools to keep you informed. Visit Alabama Power's new outage map to see local outages and get repair time updates. Sign up to get personalized outage alerts by text or email for free. While we're out there getting your lights back on, we want you to have the latest information. That's our job, and we're grateful you trust us to serve you.
Coors Light is cold filtered for brightness and clarity. The world's most refreshing beer, Coors Light.
Welcome back to our coverage of Birmingham Legion FC soccer against Charlotte Independence. Just about ready to go. But first, let's get a look at each side's starting 11s. And Mike, let's start with the visitors from North Carolina. A couple of changes for head coach Mike Jeffries after their contest on Wednesday.
Yeah, they've had a few games in a row, so they had to make a couple changes. But Parra has been a goal scorer. Martinez is always dangerous. Bronico and Palomino in midfield are always going to be a handful. This is a very good lineup.
Meanwhile, on the other side of things for Birmingham Legion FC, they played a contest on Wednesday too, on the road against Atlanta United too. So head coach Tom Stone has made a couple of changes here as well.
Legion have always made a few changes when they've played so many games in a row, but the attacking group is still so dangerous, with Bruno Lapa again sliding into the starting lineup.
There's Charlotte head coach Mike Jeffries, who's been with Charlotte since 2015. The 58-year-old and former Duke Blue Devil has got Charlotte Independence once again in the playoff hunt out of the Atlantic Division. Excellent work from Jeffries and his staff once again here in 2021. As Charlotte Independence and Birmingham Legion FC are ready to go tonight. Our referee is Gerald Flores. There's his whistle, and we are underway from BBVA Field. Birmingham Legion FC and Charlotte Independence.
Certainly an aggressive start to the match by Birmingham Legion, playing the big ball up to J.J. Williams, just looking to knock it down and see if they can cause some chaos in the Charlotte box.
Change kits for Charlotte's today, gray and black. With gray socks, Legion FC, black head to toe. Here at home, their regular home kits in the Magic City. Dean brings it down but can't find Prosper Kasim. Throw in for Charlotte gives us a chance to look at our injury report this afternoon, brought to you by Viva Health. And it's a clean bill of health for Charlotte Independence. Certainly something Mike Jeffries and his club very excited about. Meanwhile, for Birmingham Legion FC, Daigo Kobayashi, the lone man left on the injury report for Legion FC. He was questionable coming into the weekend. He's officially out, did not make the 18. Only other player unavailable for selection today for Birmingham is Freddie Kleeman. The big center back is still with his parent club as his loan was recalled. He is still in the heart of Texas with Austin FC. So that's our Viva Health injury report this afternoon. Anderson Asiadu and Birmingham Legion FC with possession just a couple of minutes in. And Mike, this is going to be the question for Charlotte Independence today. Huge run for them, of course, coming into this weekend tilt. Wins with 4 in a row. They've got 13 points from their last 5 contests, but they haven't dominated games on the road like they have at home this year.
Yeah, they've been really good at home. They've been just okay on the road. Now, some of that is that they've had a bunch of home games in the last month. They were on the road almost all of August, so some of it's just a matter of where the games fell, but we'll see how they do. It's been a while since they've had to battle a really good team on the road.
Throw in for Charlotte in their attacking half. Jake Arman, 25-year-old, restarts play quickly. Martinez, Enzo Martinez with a quick switch to the other side of the park. And now a chance for Charlotte perhaps to serve something in. Bizama plays it back. Riascos, his service. Johnson might have gotten ahead to it. Couldn't redirect it goalward. Still it goes back out to that flank. Riascos dancing. Enzo Martinez has relocated to that side. Martinez got the cross away. Cavito with the header to clear it. And send it right back from where it came. Throw in for the Independents. Still work to be done for Birmingham defensively. Martinez thought he was in. The flag now does come up. He was offside.
It is a little bit easier when you're behind the entire defense. That's why the flag went up. But Enzo Martinez is so difficult to defend. He moves from left to right. He never stops running. He likes to use that thick body and hold people off. He's just a handful all the time.
Matt Van Oekel, the Birmingham Legion goalkeeper, to send this away. Give us a chance to look at our keys to the game, Mike. And let's start with Charlotte. What do they do to come away with the result here at BBVA Field this afternoon?
Well, it starts with offense and scoring goals, which they've been doing in bucket loads for the last month. And then no flat tires. They've struggled on the road. They've not been good on the road for the last couple of months. They need to change that. For Legion, it's all about more Bruno, getting him the ball as often as possible. He's the guy that really runs the attack. This is his second straight start. If he can get touches and stay involved, Legion are a much better team. And of course, finishing goals never hurts either. Legion had 4 against Atlanta in their last outing. Can they keep that scoring pace up?
Lapa under duress. Joel Johnson got to him, and Birmingham forced to rebuild from the back as Anderson Asiadu gets shoved to the ground. That'll be a foul. A rather clumsy one at that from Irving Parra. No card shown here to Parra, but a stern talking to from our referee Gerald Flores today as we get another look at it. And no question about it from that camera angle.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And Anderson Asiadu slowed up, knowing that the big man was on his back. He wanted the foul there to get out of trouble. Parra a little overzealous, coming in pretty hard from behind.
Fonwell Kavita, Alex Cronali, once again the center back pairing for Birmingham today. Good one-touch pass from Dean, and Legion FC have broken out of the Independence pressure. Here's Ryan James on the run up the flank. Can he keep it in play? Yes. And he wins Legion a throw, as Bizama can only play it over the touchline.
That was some fantastic play by the Legion, getting out of the pressure, moving the ball quickly, and then the early switch across. Really nicely done.
J.J. Williams, right on the edge of the area, splits defenders. Still Williams, but finally dispossessed. Good work by Palomino. Marcelo Palomino came off the bench against Miami for Charlotte in the midweek. He's in the starting 11 tonight for Charlotte. Once again, Birmingham quick to win it back in the midfield, and now they'll rebuild. Anderson Asiadu connects with Kasim. Kasim almost dispossessed, but got it out wide to Dean. Brett tried to turn, but unsuccessful in that endeavor. All the way back it goes to the goalkeeper, Pack, who plays it out of play. So far, 6 minutes in, it's been Birmingham applying the bulk of the pressure. Neither side yet able to create anything resembling a scoring chance.
Legion have had a little bit more of the possession, but it's mostly been in midfield.
Both sides feeling each other out as they meet for the 7th time overall. They met twice back in 2019, which was Birmingham's first year as a franchise. Two sides split those meetings. They met 4 times last year as they were each in the same grouping in the shortened 2020. It was Birmingham, North Carolina, Charlotte, and Memphis in that group. Charlotte won the group. Birmingham finished second. Both made the playoffs. But this is their first meeting very late in the 2021 campaign. Kasim picks up his head, trying to get Brett on the run through, but a bit too heavy. An easy collection for Pack.
Speaking with both coaches this week, I think they were really excited to face a team that they haven't seen in a while. You get so many games in your division. In this one, you haven't played the other team. You know they're really a good attacking team. They're not going to just sit back and defend. I think both teams were just excited to play what should be a great match.
There have been 3 meetings here at BBVA Field. Birmingham have won 2 of them. Charlotte won the other one. Ryan James tried to keep it in play, did. He's played into touch by Riascos. Right now, Birmingham probing up the left flank and in midfield, trying to see if they can break down this Independence defense that has been rather stingy of late. Kasim has space, he can turn. Kasim threats the lines, Dean on the run, got the service in, but it was cut out by Armin.
Good defending by Charlotte, but again, some really nice attacking play from Legion FC.
On the counter, Enzo Martinez has his pass deflected by Anderson Asiadu. Nothing comes to the counter for Charlotte Independence. Just an absolutely beautiful day here in Birmingham. 82 degrees at kickoff. Can't ask for much better on a lovely Sunday afternoon between two high-quality teams. Enzo Martinez is behind the defense again, forcing Matt Van Oekel to make a save after the flag had gone up.
Really good save from Matt Van Oekel. Clearly offsides, the flag was up early. Enzo Martinez just wanted to see the ball hit the back of the net. Matt Van Oekel said, nope, not even after the whistle.
Birmingham certainly happy to get Van Oekel back in between the sticks today. 21st start for the man they call MVO here. He had missed the last couple of contests. Trevor Spangenberg filled in well for him. But it's Van Oekel, the first choice goalkeeper, who once again gets the nod this afternoon. Into Martinez with a bit of space, he can turn. And he's got options running with him. Jake Arman is one of them. Arman, out wide further to Para. Back to the feet of Arman. Back post ball, not a bad one. But Matt Van Oekel can make an easy catch. So a throw-in coming here for Charlotte Independence gives us a chance to send it down to the third member of our team. That's Lyndon Blake. How's it going, Lyndon? Thanks, Lyndon. Birmingham trying to win it back, and still a very feisty midfield. Joel Johnson able to turn for Charlotte, pick up his head. Enzo Martinez on the run again. This time the flag is down, and it's Johnny Dean who's chasing him into the corner. But Martinez picks the wrong pass.
It's going to be an interesting matchup all night long. Enzo Martinez, if he stays on this left side, him and Johnny Dean, two speedsters, two guys who work incredibly hard the whole match.
Ryan James back in the starting 11 today for Legion FC, starting at left back. His 21st start this year.
Starting at left back, but he's way up the field, almost playing as a left winger.
Birmingham so far 11.5 minutes in, not been shy about pushing their fullbacks up and into the attack. Martinez can't quite meet that pass. Alex Crognale, the center back, cuts it out. Brett chested down for Lapa. Lapa back for Brett. Out wide, Dean. Dean trying to pick out a pass instead. It's cut out over the end line by Christian Fuchs. And the first corner kick of the afternoon brought to you by Chick-fil-A for Birmingham Legion.
Christian Fuchs reading everything really well. A very experienced player who's played in the Premier League for Everton, now back in Charlotte, but he's played some very big games. He's seen what it's like at the very top level.
It'll be Bruno Lapa to supply the service from the corner flag. What did Legion have in store on this set piece? Lapa with a low-driven service. Falls all the way to the feet of Van Keziel. A shot saved by Pack. And now Charlotte trying to play it quickly.
That was a great service from Bruno Lapa and a really good strike from Tomas Van Keziel. He scored last week, or on Wednesday, he had the game winner. All of a sudden, we see him in the attack even more.
First save of the afternoon for Austin Pack. Once again, the goalkeeper for Charlotte Independence today. His 10th straight starts. Johnny Dean again pushing forward into the attack from his fullback position. Got a decent cross away, but well beyond any black shirts. Good composure from Bizama, and now Charlotte can connect a few passes. Martinez trying to play it through. Joel Johnson's off and running, and he's going to win the foot race against Crognale. It's Johnson 1v1 against Crognale, trying to find a shooting late. Van Oekel parries it aside.
Really good strike, a really good save from Matt Van Oekel. And some very good defending from Alex Crinali. He's 1v1 with a quicker player. Did a really nice job of just slowing him down and holding him up.
Not a bad effort there from Joel Johnson in between two defenders as Asiadu came to help. The first big save of the afternoon, supplied by Matt Van Oekel, is his 60th here in this 2021 campaign. First corner kick of the afternoon for Charlotte Independence comes here in the 15th minute. With a crowd around the penalty spots. And it gets all the way through, but nobody in a gray shirt could get on the other end of it. Last off the head of a black shirt, so Charlotte will rinse and repeat, this time from the opposite flag.
I'm not quite sure who that went off of. I thought it did go off a gray shirt, but the referee saw it differently. Another corner. There's a lot of big men on both teams. Charlotte choosing to put a whole pile of people right in front of Matt Van Oekel, just serve it on top of him, see if they can cause some creative chaos.
Once again, Marcelo Palomino to supply the service, this time for the near side flag. And it's flicked in at the near post. Charlotte have the opener. A great service supplied by Palomino, and it's Christian Fuchs who puts the visitors up early.
Christian Fuchs looks to me like he slid just in front of J.J. Williams and just slipped it past J.J. and through the open arms of Matt Van Oekel. It's coming so quick at that near post. It just needed a touch, and that's exactly what Christian Fuchs did. Just barely touched it.
The first goal in Charlotte for Christian Fuchs. Making his 4th straight start this afternoon. He beats Van Oekel in the Birmingham defense at the near post. And a quarter of an hour in, it's Charlotte who have a lead here at BBVA Field. So now Birmingham Legion FC, the home side, are the team chasing at the moment.
Legion won't panic. They've been behind before. They've given up some early goals throughout the season. Just like tonight, they've typically dominated how the game is played, but set pieces are so dangerous, and that was some really good execution from Charlotte Independence.
Throw in for Charlotte as Fuchs sends it forward as far as he can. Joel Johnson got on the end of it, but can't get around Kavita. Charlotte trying to break out of this corner, break out of the pressure. They can't. Kasim able to win it back. And now here comes Birmingham with a chance to attack. Bruno Lapa with James joining him. Anderson Asiadu. Asiadu pressing the issue. Couldn't quite connect through the lines to Prosper Kasim.
You could see Anderson was thinking, he was trying to find that gap to play the ball through to Johnny Dean, and it just never opened up.
Fans want a handball. Referee now obliges with a whistle. I think he was trying to play a bit of an advantage, but Birmingham had stopped, so the free kick given, brought to you by Birmingham Freightliner. And it'll give Legion FC a chance to send some of their bigger bodies forward for this set piece.
Well, a set piece is the difference in this match so far. Charlotte, great execution off of their corner. We'll see if Legion can get some payback.
Prosper Kasim, Bruno Lapa standing over it. It's Lapa all the way. Williams is unmarked, but Pack makes a big save.
A little bit of trickery. Prosper Kasim acting like he was going to move the ball while Bruno Lapa served it. J.J. Williams all by himself at the penalty spot, but just couldn't find the back of the net.
Second big save already for Austin Pack, the former Charlotte 49er. Has kept things clean so far for his side. And Charlotte's lead intact, 18.5 minutes gone here at BBVA Field. Ryan James hit from behind and a free kick given to Birmingham. Legion FC fans, don't forget, want your chance to win a special edition Legion FC jersey in partnership with Children's Harbor? Well, then today is your lucky day. Head over to the Legion FC app or bhmlegion.com/fanzone to enter the contest. Again, that is the Legion FC app or bhmlegion.com/fanzone for your chance to win a special edition Birmingham Legion FC shirt in partnership with Children's Harbor. Good turn from Prosper Kassim, but he can't keep under pressure. Christian Fuchs, the goal scorer, trying to play it through to Para. Good job by J.J. Williams, tracking all the way back in defense to win it back for Birmingham. Can Williams get on the under end of that pass? Yes, he can. Still Williams, who's clattered down, but able to win it back, but only for just a moment. Kevin Riascos eventually wins it in the end for Charlotte. Asiadu off the referee, and the referee will bring it back.
That's the new rule this year, which is a good one. Referee, if he gets involved, it's always accidental, but now the ball just goes back to the team that was in possession. The old rule was the referee's part of the field, and if it hits him, you play on. But too many goals were either scored or taken away because of referee interference. So now they just bring it back, put it on the ground, keep the same team in possession.
Good work from Kassim to win it back in a crowded midfield, but thought he absorbed a shove, looking for the whistle, didn't get one. Now Charlotte on the counter. Para has Joel Johnson running with him. Enzo Martinez was clattered down behind the play. And now the referee will bring play all the way back and show a yellow card as well to Anderson Asiadu. Wow, that was a long advantage that was played. Hence the boos you hear at BBVA Field.
And I don't think it was a foul to begin with. I think the referee didn't see it, saw the injured player on the ground. We'll see if Prosper Kassim gets a touch on this, or Anderson Asiadu, sorry. I'm not sure how that's a foul on Anderson. He was just running along.
It was Martinez who actually had to go to ground to get that pass away. His touch almost got away from him. He collided with Asiadu, and Asiadu is the man booked. So the yellow card brought to you by Rubio Law Firm. And our referee, Mr. Flores, so far this afternoon, not making many friends here in Birmingham.
Really good tackle from Enzo Martinez. Did very well to get to that ball, but nothing that Anderson Asiadu could do to get out of the way, and not that he should have tried to get out of the way.
Dean heads it away. Prosper Kassim able to bring it down for Birmingham. The defense able to clear their lines. We're at 1v1 against Roberts. Roberts tried to jump on his back to keep him from getting to it. And more consternation from the fans down below. Halfway through our first 45 minutes from downtown Birmingham, Alabama. Charlotte Independence in front of Birmingham Legion FC 1-0. Blake Gardner, Mike Gavin, Lyndon Blaker crew here in Birmingham. It's been Birmingham who have controlled most of the ball, but a set-piece goal from Christian Fuchs has Charlotte Independence in front for now. Asiadu's switch only finds the feet of Jake Arman. But Arman can't get it around Thomas Van Kaziel. And now Van Kaziel wants to join the attack. Tried to get it through to Brett. Pass didn't quite get there. Roberts cut it out. And now Irving Para. Good job by him to bend his run to stay onside. Para trying to get around Crognali and Dean, and won't.
Two really good defenders ganging up and winning the battle.
J.J. Williams back to the feet of Bruno Lapa, just a bit overcooked. Trying to find the feet of Nico Brett.
I think Bruno Lapa had a little more time than he realized there. Maybe could have taken a touch. Was trying to find Nico Brett on the run.
And Coach Tom Sohn looking on the Birmingham Legion touchline. Gotta say, Mike, Sohn probably not too displeased with the way his team have opened so far. Probably would prefer a few more scoring chances. This might be one here. Anderson Asiadu with the win back. He finds Brett. Brett takes a shot. It's 1-1. It materialized quickly, and Nico Brett is off and dancing. Legion are level.
There's a lot to dance about in that goal. Some really lovely passing from Legion FC. Nothing more than what they deserve. They've played really well this first part of the first half. And that was a quality goal and a fantastic finish.
The turnover happened quickly. Great work from Anderson Asiadu to start it, and clinical from Brett.
Nico Brett has scored so many goals this year. You give him the ball with a little bit of time and space, he's going to bury it every time, and he sure did there. And he does a little jig in the corner.
You can dance like that when you're scoring like that. Nico Brett, his 15th goal here in 2021. Only Haji Berry has scored more than Brett this year. And Birmingham back level on the scoreboard, 1-1, with still 20 minutes left to play here in this first half. Birmingham on the front foot again. The switch across the park finds Kasim in space. Kasim trying to find a shooting lane. Leaves it for Nico Brett, who can't get around Christian Fuchs.
Fantastic crossfield ball from J.J. Williams.
Asiadu once again pressing the issue out wide to Dean. Dean dancing, trying to get around Armin. And Kaziel back to the feet of Alex Cronali. Birmingham showing patience in this attack. But it's more possession in the attacking half for Birmingham, more defending for Charlotte. We've had to absorb some pressure at points here in this first 26 minutes.
I think you've got it spot on. It's been pressure from Legion, defending from Charlotte. Set pieces dangerous for both teams.
Van Okel sends it forward. J.J. Williams trying to run it down. Good job by Riascos to usher it out of play. Throw in for Charlotte. Fans down below once again feel like the referee got it wrong. But a fresh soccer ball for Charlotte here as they get ready to take the throw. Fans since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the Usl Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com.
Charlotte, of course, had 4 straight shutouts coming into this match. Legion seemed to have that on their mind as they really went on the attack from the opening whistle. Created a number of chances. Finally got their goal. Leveling the score back up, and now we'll see which team continues to attack.
J.J. Williams holding off a defender, keeping possession here for Birmingham as we approach the half-hour mark here at BBVA Field. Nico Brett checks back into midfield for a touch, connects with Kasim, who couldn't quite keep it. Dean trying to find a hole in between the lines, but couldn't connect with the feet of Prosper Kasim. And now Charlotte trying to counter quickly. Enzo Martinez, his first touch, gives it away.
Legion have done a pretty nice job getting the ball out wide, finding space, and then spreading out the Charlotte defense from there.
Kasim tried to flick it through to Dean. Instead, it's out of play. Coach Tom Sohn with a nice little first touch there. Throw in for Birmingham right in front of their head coach. So far this afternoon, it's been quick counters for Charlotte. It's been rather patient possession for Birmingham. As Austin Pack comes off his line to get that long ball. This back three of Charlotte have had to do some work so far this afternoon. Christian Fuchs, of course, has done it on both ends. Key defensive interventions to go along with the set-piece goal that gave Charlotte the lead early. Hugh Roberts and Kevin Riascos have had to do quite a bit of work as well as Bruno Lapa collapses into Brent Bronico and a foul's given.
Brent Bronico is that guy that just makes things work. He's the glue that holds their midfield together. He runs and then he runs and then he runs a little bit more. He tackles, he passes, he moves. He really is one of those guys that, if you look at the highlight films, he's probably not on there all that much. But you look at when they win, he's probably on the field every time that they win a match. He just is a complete player that does all the dirty work that makes a difference.
Armin trying to play the switch. Can Martinez run it down? Not quite. And it'll be a goal kick for Mac Van Okel and Birmingham Legion FC. Fans, Legion FC entrusts the care of its athletes to UAB Sports Medicine Team, and you should as well. All of our doctors are fellowship trained and have extensive experience caring for patients of all ages. Whether you're a weekend warrior or competitive athlete, come see UAB Sports Medicine so we can help get you back to your active lifestyle. A little less than a quarter hour to go here in our first 45. We thought we were in for a good one this afternoon. So far, so good on that front. 16th minute goal from Christian Fuchs. 25th minute goal from Nico Brett. Glad to have you with us, whether you're watching on My 6080 ESPN Plus or listening to us on Sirius XM channel 157. JJ Williams trying to dance through the Charlotte defense. Goes down. Referee says all ball. Another nice tackle this time from Marcelo Palomino. Riasco's looking over the top. Kavita up to win it. And a whistle and a foul as Anderson Asiadu took a bit of a push in the back.
Enzo Martinez not too excited by that call. I'm not sure I disagree with him. I didn't see a whole lot of contact there. Legion a little bit fortunate to keep possession.
Alex Cronali connects with his center half partner, Fanuel Kavita. Former St. Louis FC man, has been such a linchpin for the Birmingham back line here in 2021. It's Kavita who is forward for the moment, but will now come back to his center back spot. Ryan James. Left fullback probing, but not finding a whole lot. And 7 or 8 behind the ball for the moment for Charlotte.
Charlotte with a lot of people back. The two men that really have some room, Johnny Dean and Ryan James, both pretty far up the field for outside fullbacks.
Palomino wins it back. Bronico picks up his head. Hopes not to start a quick counter. This time it'll be Charlotte that'll build out from the back and enjoy a rare bit of possession. Possession right now feeling like 60-40 Birmingham's way. But Enzo Martinez has a bit of space in between the lines. It's Martinez charging forward. His pass cut out, and James supplies the final clearance. Those are the dangerous moments that Enzo Martinez creates.
Charlotte almost lulls you to sleep. They keep the ball in the back. They move it a little bit. But when they go forward, they go pretty quick, and they've got some very dangerous players.
Armin trying to hold off Dean near the corner flag. He did get a semblance of a cross away, but it only reached as far as Anderson Asiadu and Black. Hugh Roberts that time almost took it off the foot of his own goalkeeper, Austin Pack.
Yeah, Pack and Roberts having a few words with each other. Austin Pack wanted to just take it and play forward.
Martinez again, this time a shot right at Matt Van Oekel.
Martinez is getting himself involved in this game. He's been making runs. He's had a couple of shots now. He's gotten behind the defense once or twice.
Man from Uruguay makes his 13th start for Charlotte here in 2021. Of course, he's had all USL caliber seasons in his 5 years in Charlotte. Joel Johnson now trying to get it back to Irving Parra, who went down at the edge of the area. But the referee says a bit too easily he went down for the referee's liking.
That ball needed to go to the other side. Enzo Martinez looked to be in on goal if Charlotte could have found him.
Charlotte able to create a couple of dangerous moments here over the last couple of minutes. After absorbing a bit of pressure from this Birmingham attack, J.J. Williams' switch as well off the mark. Goal kick coming here for Charlotte. USL fans, don't forget, two clubs battling over the Atlantic Division's final playoff spot take center stage. The USL on ESPN continues. It's Charlotte Independence who travels north to Dillon Stadium to take on Hartford Athletic Thursday, September 30th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central on ESPN Deportes. Charlotte with a couple of games in hand on some of their Atlantic Division rivals, trying to hang on to that fourth and final playoff spots, with Hartford and Charleston needing a big push over the month of October to try to challenge Charlotte and or Miami for slots 3 and 4 in the Atlantic Division. Dean with the header, well placed to find Nico Brett, who is behind Fuchs. Lapa taken down by Roberts just outside the area, and a free kick given in a very dangerous spot.
Bruno Lapa gets to that ball just a little bit quicker than Charlotte realized. No question about the foul.
Hugh Roberts maybe just a step or two late, as Bruno Lapa got there first, and this is well within shooting range for a number of Birmingham players in black, and right now there are 4 of them. We're looking to see who might have a go at this.
J.J. Williams wants to hit it. So does Bruno Lapa, Nico Brett, Prosper Kasim. Prosper's the natural left-footed guy. You'd think it's going to be him going over the wall with the left foot back to his right.
So in the 38th minute here, a free kick brought to you by Birmingham Freightliner against a 4-man Charlotte wall. It's Brett, Lapa, and Kasim standing over it right now, with Lapa twisted back towards goal. Kasim takes the shot, and it's Austin Pack who is there to hold it. He doesn't allow a rebound either. So a dangerous opportunity for Birmingham goes wanting. Good save once again by Pack, who's made 3 or 4 of those in this first half, and now Charlotte can bomb forward the other way. Enzo Martinez has space on the left flank. Martinez centers, and a great play by Thomas Van Kaziel to cut out the cross. Kasim ushers it out of play, throw in for Birmingham near their own corner flag in their defensive third. Less than 7 minutes to go till halftime. Dean tried to clear it, unsuccessful in that endeavor. And Birmingham, a bit sloppy out of the back here, have given Charlotte a corner. Charlotte's already been dangerous on set pieces today.
So far in the two corners that Charlotte have had, they've brought a bunch of guys right on top of the goalkeeper and then served it at the near post. We'll see if they come up with something different on the third corner.
This corner's taken short. Armin back out to where it came from and back to Armin again. Now Armin will serve it. J.J. Williams heads it away. Birmingham with the job not done just yet. Enzo Martinez. Irving Parra turns. Matt Van Oekel has to punch it away. And now Anderson Asiadu allows Birmingham to clear their lines.
That was a fantastic strike. Irving Parra on the full turn, got every bit of that ball. He was only about 8 yards out. Somehow Matt Van Oekel palms it away.
Both goalkeepers, Austin Pack on one side, Matt Van Oekel on the other, have both had to make some big-time stops here early in this game. Armin looking over the top, Matt Van Oekel out to collect it. Good work defensively for Birmingham Legion FC. Offensively, Bruno Lapa continues to get involved in the attack for the home side. For more on the return of Bruno Lapa, we send it down to the third member of our crew. That's Lyndon Blake. Lyndon?
Hey Blake, yeah, Bruno was out for 10 weeks. It's hard to believe the Legion were without him for that long, dealing with an injury. After getting back in the starting lineup this week, Bruno just announced his gratitude for the game of soccer on Instagram, saying it was tough not playing the game he loves. It takes a hit on you mentally, but he's never been more thankful to be back here on the pitch. Coach Tommy Sohn agreeing. He says Legion FC simply has a higher soccer IQ with Lapa involved, and overall, they just flat out play better when he's on the pitch. Guys?
Thanks, Lyndon. Lyndon was talking about Bruno Lapa. J.J. Williams trying to challenge Austin Pack on a ball that was bouncing towards Pack, and J.J. Williams got a bit of Pack on the challenge, and as a result walks away from it with a yellow card. Brought to you by Rubio Law Firm.
In a lot of ways, it's a good challenge. J.J. Williams actually wins the first ball, but the problem is he wasn't looking at the ball. He was looking at the goalkeeper as he hit him, and that's why he got the foul and the yellow card.
So a pair of Legion yellow cards so far in this first half. One assessed to Anderson Asiadu, the other for J.J. Williams. Here's Bruno Lapa cutting it back against Roberts. Lapa trying to get it to Williams. Good job by Kevin Riascos to get a piece of that pass as well. And now Palomino has a bit of space, and Bizama can charge forward as well. Four gray shirts pushing, trying to create something on this counter. Enzo Martinez cuts it back. Martinez trying to get around Ryan James, did, but couldn't get around Lapa or Nico Brett, but he's able to win it back. Here's Armin now on the other flank, 1v1 against Dean. Armin's cross cut out by Crognale.
Good defending by Johnny Dean, didn't get beat in the one-on-one, which allowed Alex Crognale to just stay in position and clear the ball away.
Brad Bronico out wide to Riascos. Irving Parra. Thomas Van Kaziel with the cutout and sends it into the ad boards for another Charlotte throw. With a couple of minutes to go till halftime, we'll see how much, if any, stoppage time we have to close out this first 45, maybe a minute or two.
Well, we've had 2 goals, 2 yellow cards. We'll probably end up with, as you said, a minute or 2. There haven't been a whole lot of injuries or other stoppages.
Bizama's cross all the way through. Armin on the volley. It's off the line, cleared away by Alex Crognale. A huge play by Crognale, and the shot from distance from Fuchs is well wide of the mark.
That was a fantastic strike from Jake Armin. He got every bit of that with his left foot. That was going to go in the far side netting. But Alex Crognale backing up his goalkeeper perfectly.
Big time intervention from Alex Crognale. Matt Van Oekel had the near post covered, but he was beaten at the back post, if not for the right foot of his big center back. Birmingham able to keep the scoreline level, 1-1. As we enter the 45th minute. Just moments away from closing out our first half. Lyndon Blake down below reporting 1 minute of stoppage time is coming to close out this first half. Prosper Kassim with a bit of space. Dean providing the overlap. Dean's cross cut out once again by Fuchs. But a corner kick coming here for Birmingham, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Perhaps one more scoring opportunity left for the home side here in this first half.
Johnny Dean with a 50-yard sprint to create that opportunity.
Lapa with a lofted ball towards the back post. A few guys hit the deck, but the referee says nothing there. It was an easy catch and a rather uncontested one for Austin Pack in the end. And now we do get official confirmation from down below. It is 1 minute of stoppage time to close out the first half. Our stoppage time this afternoon is brought to you by UAB Medicine. Joel Johnson bombing up the left side, seeing if Charlotte can create something of substance before the half comes to a close. Something may be on here. Armin gets across away. Alex Crognale, another key intervention. Job not done yet. Ball back into the mix. J.J. Williams heads it back to his goalkeeper, Van Okel.
I think J.J. Williams intended to head that ball back to his keeper. That's some great composure in your defensive box.
Van Okel will send it away. Taking off a few more seconds before he does so. Legion will have to go quickly if they want to find something before the halftime whistle. They will not, and there is the whistle that says halftime. Both sides find the score sheet in the first 45 minutes. It was Charlotte first, but Birmingham had a response through Nico Brett. And we head into halftime level. 1-1 from downtown Birmingham, Alabama and BBVA Field, as both sides get ready to hit the dressing rooms. Coming up at halftime, we'll get a look at what was a busy weekend across the USL Championship. Plus, Mike Gibbons sat down with Thomas Van Kaziel to talk about his transition to Birmingham after starting this year in San Diego Loyal. And we'll get a look at some of our first half stats and highlights. That's all coming up at the break here from Birmingham. Charlotte 1, Birmingham 1. More from our coverage of USL Championship Soccer right after this.
Your bank for today, your bank for tomorrow. BBVA is your bank for life's opportunities, with an app that makes banking easy and service that makes it personal. For your next opportunity, BBVA is your bank.
At Red Diamond, we've spent 112 years searching the world for the perfect beans. Your search will be considerably shorter. Red Diamond. Expect perfection. Available at a grocer near you. When your taste buds demand greatness, nothing compares to Red Diamond coffee. Unless, of course, it's Red Diamond tea. No shortcuts, no skimping. Perfect's not easy. Red Diamond. Available at a grocer near you.
Your bank for then, your bank for now. BBVA is your bank for getting back to work, with more than $3.6 billion in small business loans and an award-winning app. For helping your business move forward, BBVA is your bank.
everyone? I'm Lyndon Blake here with Ford Parker. Welcome back to Learning with Legion. Today we learned the art of the save. Now Ford, this is a scary position. I already feel a little bit of anxiety being here in the net. You do this all the time. So just take me through your mentality when you come step in goal on the pitch.
I think the first mentality is obviously getting a win with the team. And then obviously we want to get a shutout. You don't want to get scored on. So when I step on the pitch, obviously that's my mentality, getting ready to go. Yeah.
And there's a lot more to this, I've learned, than just putting your body in front of the ball. There's a form to it. So take me through, a couple of saves. Give me some examples. We're going to have a ball come your way.
You're coming my way?
Yeah.
Right. So we'll probably first, like you said, you always want to be behind the ball. So if the ball comes to me, always get behind the ball, making the save, making sure we're keeping it nice and secure in our hands.
Okay.
The ball comes high. Obviously, same thing. Want to hold on to it nice and tight. Use two hands, catching it like this. Nice W behind the ball, fingertips on top of the ball. You want a demo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it back.
Give it back, coming from over there.
All right.
Good. Fingers on top of the ball. Just like this. Right there, because if we drop it, then the ball goes to the ground. It doesn't go over our heads.
Yes, we do not want any ricochet, but I made the W, so that's good. So Ford told me you're almost like
a windmill.
A windmill, but you're tucking the ball into your forearm.
Yep.
Ready? This is so awkward. Ugh! That's
Not bad. Not bad.
It's different. It's different, like you said, than throwing a football or a baseball.
Yeah.
And why do you have to kind of tuck it in like that when you're throwing it down the field?
It's a little more accurate, a little more control of the ball. When you throw it like a baseball, you can kind of go anywhere. And we get that nice backspin on the ball when we throw it. So it kind of keeps it nice and low into the feet or the chest, or nice and accurate.
When you have guys coming straight at you, you know they're about to make a shot on goal. Are you telling yourself anything right before the other team makes the kick?
I think what goes through my head is obviously get yourself in the right spot, get nice and set, be ready for the shot, and then obviously react to the shot.
Well, before we wrap it up, any soccer tips for anyone out there who's watching our Learning with Legion segment?
If you like playing soccer, just get out and have fun, enjoy it. Doesn't matter if you're this tall or this tall. The game's made for everybody and for everybody to enjoy, so enjoy the game.
Thank you so much, Ford. And that, my friends, was the art of the save.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
Right-footed shot, headed in, knocked away. Looking for Para, could fall for an opportunity here. The shot comes in. Oh, it's brilliant.
I did get an interesting text from someone in the Phoenix organization talking about how big and physical that game was, and maybe they didn't necessarily know it was going to be just like that. I think they got a good taste. By the way, in case you're wondering, Forrest Lasso is competing for the Summer Olympics in gymnastics. Just wanted you to know. What you got next?
Lee Cohen, he was part of that routine.
Bring it to me.
Forrest Lasso, the defender of the year, leaping over the ad boards and pirouetting his way toward the dugout.
Welcome back here to downtown Birmingham. Birmingham Legion FC, Charlotte Independence tied at 1 through 45 minutes. from the Magic City. We thought we were going to get a good one here this afternoon so far. So good on that front. It's been a busy weekend across the USL Championship. Plenty of scores, news, and notes to look at as well. But first, let's get a look at where we stand so far throughout a busy weekend in the USL Championship. The Tampa Bay Rowdies, of course, continue to be the story of the Atlantic Division in the USL Championship. 2 goals from Sebastian Guinzotti, the player of the week, once again delivered against Hartford Athletic. The beat keeps on going for Tampa Bay.
Well, Guinzotti's been a strong player for them for the last couple years. He finds the back of the net all the time. It's not a surprise to see him as the player of the week.
Meanwhile, the USL Super League made waves across social media and across media at large, debuting in 2023. And of course, will add an unprecedented pathway for players in the U.S. women's soccer from youth to professional within one ecosystem. Seems like the USL continues to grow, continues to put out exciting developments, Mike. That's going to be one that's certainly going to be fun to track.
Alec Papadakis took over this league many years ago. He had a vision for what he wanted it to be, and it's been amazing how he's made that come to fruition, both for the men and women.
Some exciting opportunities coming across the USL Super League, both in building the women's game, but also creating that soccer pathway all the way from the youth to the professional ranks here in the United States. Our out-of-town scoreboard looks like this on this Sunday. It's a pretty quiet Sunday in that regard. The other game in action right now is out west. The Sacramento Republic is locked up in a battle against Los Angeles Galaxy 2. But a big one coming up in the Central later. OKC Energy taking on Indy 11. Oklahoma City Energy trying to hang on to a playoff spot. Indy 11 need to start making a push, Mike.
Well, Indy 11 are really on the bubble. They were a team that has been so good in the past, but this year they've just struggled to find their form. And, of course, another big game coming up midweek, Atlanta United 2 and Louisville City. That's one that all Birmingham fans will be watching as well.
Yeah, Louisville City dropped points their last time out yesterday on the road against Memphis 901 FC. FC Tulsa dropped points on the road at Sporting Kansas City, too. So Birmingham with a bit of breathing room in that second slot from Tulsa, and continuing to push Lou City for the top spot in the Central Division. Our first half stats brought to you by Chick-fil-A look like this, and Mike, we talked about it quite a bit there in the first 45. The possession and really the bulk of the chances belonged to Birmingham, but Charlotte were dangerous on the counters.
I think both coaches probably went into the locker room feeling like they got what they wanted. Birmingham Legion a little bit more on the possession side, some very dangerous opportunities. I think they felt they were on the front foot most of the time, but Charlotte was so solid in the back. Christian Fuchs was really impressive, won everything in the air on the offensive and defensive side. Again, 2 good teams going at it. It was a very fun first half.
And 2 yellow cards there for Legion FC. One given to Anderson Asidu, the other to J.J. Williams. Both of those guys will have to be careful across the remaining 45 minutes. Those are our first half match stats brought to you by Chick-fil-A. We'll take a timeout. The second 45 minutes from Birmingham, Alabama comes your way right after this.
Okay, at AT&T, everyone gets our best deals on all smartphones.
Let me break it down. You got your new customers.
They get our best deals. You got your existing customers. They also get our best deals. Everyone gets the deals.
Questions?
Got it. But why did you use a permanent marker?
Because I want to make sure you remember.
I'm gonna get a new whiteboard.
It's not complicated. Only AT&T gives new and existing customers the same great deals on all smartphones. Get up to $800 off our latest 5G smartphones.
Coors Light is cold filtered for brightness and clarity. The world's most refreshing beer, Coors Light.
Welcome back to the sunny skies here in downtown Birmingham, Alabama. Legion FC 1, Charlotte Independence 1. With 45 minutes to go, let's look at our first half highlights presented by Chick-fil-A. And it was a quick start for Charlotte Independence. Joel Johnson had a couple of good looks early, but the opening goal from the corner flag.
Great service in, and Christian Fuchs just beats everybody to it and slips it past Matt Van Oekel.
First goal for Charlotte Independence's Christian Fuchs, making his 9th start for Charlotte. He had the opener. Birmingham then continued to apply the pressure. J.J. Williams had a chance, but Nico Brett slotted his home.
Nico Brett's so dangerous all the time, but when he has that much time and space, he's going to finish it every time.
The 15th goal for Nico Brett this year. One of the best marks in the Usl Championship, and a nice goal celebration and dance to boot for Mr. Brett. Birmingham continued to knock on the door, but Austin Pack made a couple of big saves there, Mike. He did a good job on one end. Matt Van Oekel likewise at the other.
Both goalkeepers came up big 2 or 3 times. That's what you'd expect from 2 of the top keepers in the league.
And Alex Granale with a big goal line clearance as well late in that first half to keep Charlotte off the board again and to keep the score line level at 1 apiece. So we'll see what our second 45 minutes have in store as both sides make their way out of the dressing rooms. Down below, Lyndon Blake is standing by with Legion FC head coach Tom Sohn. Lyndon.
Hey, Coach, all tied at 1 heading into the second half. What did you like out of your team in the first 45, and what adjustments, if any, are you making in the second?
Our shape was pretty good. We turned the ball over, and they're a good team. They're going to hurt you. And similar to when we win it, we can turn it into chances as well. What we need to do is stretch their back line a little bit and get some runs in behind. So that's what we talked about. We're looking to play the feet too much. If we can stretch them, I think it'll hurt them.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks to head coach Tom Sohn for his time. Just about ready to get things going here in the second 45 minutes. Legion FC, all black shirts head to toe. Charlotte Independence, gray, black, and white. And we are underway from BBVA Field, 81 degrees, perfectly sunny skies. And both sides chasing all 3 points and a potential second goal here in the second half.
You've got great weather, great field conditions. Both teams essentially 100% healthy. Really is a good test for both clubs to see where they are, how they stack up with another playoff team.
And fans, don't forget, can't watch the match? Then turn on Sirius XM FC, channel 157, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and USL All Access, featuring Mike Watts and Devin Kerr every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. You can also hear live action from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM, channel 157, and the Sirius XM app. Welcome to all of you joining us on Sirius XM FC. Whether you're in the car or on the app, J.J. Williams goes down on that cross, but not enough contact to warrant anything from our referee today.
J.J.'s gone down a couple of times in this match, and he's gotten jostled around, but nothing that's really going to draw a whistle, especially in the box.
Nico Brett chops down Marcelo Palomino. Free kick given to Charlotte. Just 90 seconds into our second half. The first and only meeting here in 2021 between Legion FC and Charlotte Independence, unless, of course, these two meet in the playoffs coming up in about a month or so, which remains a possibility. Christian Fuchs, nice switch across the park to find Bizima. Bizama, his service cut out. Onwell Kavita was the man who cut it out. A couple of claps of encouragement as well for the rest of his side. J.J. Williams maybe got caught in possession, too many dribbles, and now Charlotte can restart their attack once more. Palomino switches it again to Bizama. Chilean was not involved probably as much as he would have preferred in the first 45 minutes. Long ball over the top. Ryan James will run down and collect it. Bizama tried to get it through Ryan James, almost did. James got a piece of it. Throw in here for Charlotte.
First half, Charlotte Independence went down their left side almost exclusively.
Here's Enzo Martinez on the right side, takes a shot that finds the back of Fanuel Kavita. And now Birmingham trying to break. Lapa up ahead for Nico Brett. Couldn't quite get it back to Lapa, but Kasim onto the second ball, and his pass is picked. Now Charlotte can move again. Joel Johnson not quite going to run it down against Fanuel Kavita.
Joel's got good pace, but Fanuel Kavita very quick in the back and read that one early.
Both sides have been relatively clean in possession so far this afternoon. It was a giveaway in their own half by Charlotte that led to Birmingham's equalizing goal. Since then, though, it's been fairly clean for the visitors. Christian Fuchs with a good piece of defending there. His long ball just a bit too tall for Joel Johnson.
Both teams trying to change things up just a little bit. We heard Coach Tommy Sohn say he wanted to play a few more balls over the top, try and stretch this Charlotte defense. And Charlotte seeming like they want to have a little more possession and they want to go down their right side a little more than they did in the first half.
Nico Brett on the second ball, but couldn't quite get it back to Bruno Lapa. Palomino once again able to turn and evade pressure. Well done for the 20-year-old on loan from Houston Dynamo. Enzo Martinez making the run off Crognali's back shoulder, but the flag is up against him, much to his dismay.
Enzo, a very expressive player, but he was half a step behind when that ball was served. It was close, but he was off. He's done a nice job tonight of letting the referee know what he thinks.
We got a pretty good look at it there on your screen if you're watching. It looked like maybe just an arm and a half or so. Martinez behind Alex Crognali when that ball was played. Ryan James going to challenge Johnson. Lovely weighted pass back to the center of defense for Thomas Van Kazeel. Mike, Birmingham's been pretty patient in possession in the first half. Similar trend to start the second half. Do you think they're going to try to be more direct here in the second half, or is it going to be more patience from the Birmingham side?
Well, the Legion DNA is to keep the ball and move the ball and make your opponent work so hard defensively. But we did hear Coach Tommy Sohn say he wanted to try and be more direct. I think they feel Nico Brett's got the pace advantage. J.J. Williams probably outruns his man. They're going to look to play some of those balls in behind.
J.J. Williams cuts it back. He's into the area, just able to keep his feet. And find Prosper Kasim, who tried to play in Ryan James.
I'm not sure J.J. Williams needed to keep his feet. I think if he'd have gone down on that one, he might have got the call inside the box.
Legion recycle it back out to the other side. Dean surveys his options. There are 3 black shirts awaiting in the area. Dean opted not to serve it, and here's Kasim, cut out by Fuchs.
Legion have 6 players forward. They do a good job of pressing with everybody.
Birmingham will rebuild once again. Alex Crognali, Anderson Asiadu, Fanuel Kavita. Right now it's 4 bodies forward for Birmingham on that front line. Dean is pushed all the way up there like a winger rather than a right fullback. Kasim.
Legion love to pinch their wingers in and bring their outside fullbacks way up high. But it does leave some gaps when teams counter.
And here comes a counter. Enzo Martinez has a bit of space after Bruno Lampa gave it away. Martinez holds it up, didn't have much in the way of support. And it sounds like Charlotte is readying their first change of the afternoon.
When You say change, he's a game changer. It looks like it's going to be Gabriel Obertan coming in. He's a player with such amazing touch and vision.
It is indeed Obertan who is coming on, and it is Joel Johnson who is coming off. So Charlotte make their first change of the afternoon here in the 54th minute. And it's the man we talked about in the open, Gabriel Obertan, the 32-year-old Frenchman, making his 6th appearance now for Charlotte Independence after being signed a month ago. And Mike Obertan has meant quite a bit for the Charlotte club. So Obertan is on. That's the first change either side has made here, with 46+ minutes to go, and both sides looking for a go-ahead goal.
As a defender, you've played 55 minutes. You're a little bit tired. And in comes a player with the skill and experience of Obertan. It can be a little intimidating. He's a guy that moves so smooth, so calm. You don't realize how quickly he's getting around the field. And then he's got some magic in his feet to go with it.
Sidhu trying to connect with Kasim. Good job by Kasim to win it. And now Birmingham can go. Kasim with the head of steam and options. Dean is one of them outright. A first-time ball. Brett's onto it. Brett's composure is almost paid off in the end, but the flag was up before the shot came.
Johnny Dean played the ball early. Nico Brett had slid behind the defense, but apparently just a little too far. The flag went up for the offsides.
One more look here. Was Brett offside? Hard to tell from that angle, but probably would be my guess.
Certainly hard to argue with the assistant referee who was in line with the play, but a very dangerous opportunity for Legion.
Nico Brett on the doorstep. Nearly had a chance at a second, but our scoreline remains 1-1 between Birmingham and Charlotte. 55 minutes gone from BBVA Field between these two playoff contenders in the Eastern Conference. Still is the month of September. USL fans, don't forget, this is Hispanic Heritage Month in the USL Championship through October 15th. Visit uslsoccer.com/Hispanic-Heritage for exclusive content and stories that have shaped and celebrated the Hispanic community here in the USL. Whistle and a foul and a free kick given to Charlotte right in front of the corner flag. And Fanuel Cavita making his displeasure known to Gerald Flores and our officiating crew today.
What he's saying is, I'm right in front of the assistant referee. The flag didn't go up, so the AR didn't think it's a foul. But again, Obertan, such a smart player. He felt a little bit of a tug, and he just let himself fall over. The referee gave him the call.
So basically, this will function as a short corner for Charlotte. And of course, if you're just now joining us, Charlotte has already scored from a set piece already. Christian Fuchs back in the 16th minute. Back post ball, Matt Van Oekel with a decisive punch to send it away from his goal. And the half volley is well wide of the mark.
That was a great punch from Matt Van Oekel. He was under heavy pressure, not just got to the ball, but cleared it out of the 18.
It was Hugh Roberts right at the doorstep who was up to challenge him, but Van Oekel got the better of it. It was Jose Bizama who tried a half volley from distance that didn't really challenge Matt Van Oekel in the end. Birmingham fans, don't forget to stay up to date on all the latest Legion FC news. Download the Legion FC app today. Available on both iOS and Android platforms, the Birmingham Legion FC app. Your home for all things Birmingham Legion FC. Ryan James trying to clear it. Obertan making that difficult. Matt Van Oekel has to send it as far away as possible. Whistle and a foul. Free kick given against Birmingham.
The way this match has been going, Charlotte made the choice. They needed a little more firepower. They brought in Gabriel Obertan. I think we're going to see Legion do something similar in just a few minutes. I won't be surprised as we watch this replay. J.J. Williams stamping on his foot there. Didn't look intentional, but definitely a foul. But J.J.'s been the guy who hasn't had a lot of touches in this second half. I wouldn't be surprised that we see him get subbed off soon, and we get a little bit of a look at Junior Flemings, who's been so dangerous.
Well, Charlotte have already made their first change of the afternoon. It was Gabriel Obertan who came on, as it'll be a free kick here for Legion FC. Obertan making his 6th appearance for Charlotte, and he has enjoyed his time in Charlotte so far this summer. For more on Obertan, we send it down to the 3rd member of our team. That is Lyndon Blake down below. Lyndon.
Well, Blake, you mentioned it's been a while since Legion FC has faced Charlotte Independence, and some changes on both sides. And one big change that happened in August for Charlotte was the addition of Gabriel Obertan. He actually scored his first goal for the Independence against Miami. He's a big-time name, a former Premier League player for Manchester United and Newcastle United. And it's been a little bit of a reunion for him and a former Newcastle teammate on the Independence. Sylvain Marveau, who didn't travel today with the team, played with Obertan at Newcastle from 2011 to 2016. So a lot of history, a lot of big-time names on the Independent squad this year. Guys, back up to you.
Thanks, Lyndon. Throw-in coming here for Charlotte, and it's going to give Birmingham a chance to make their changes. And Mike, it looks like you were spot on. It is a pair of changes coming for Birmingham. Mikey Lopez is one of them. He will come in and replace Thomas Van Kazeel. And the other is Junior Flemings. And it sounds like Flemings is going to come on in replacement of J.J. Williams.
Captain Crunch comes into the defensive midfield role. He'll add a little more quickness and a little more bite. And Junior Flemings, fairly similar player to J.J. Williams, both with terrific pace, both with goal-scoring ability. Maybe a little bit fresher legs for Junior Flemings.
Bizama plays Obertan, who made the run. Obertan cuts it back against Asiadu. His cross cut out, but a corner coming here for Charlotte as we play into the 61st minute in Birmingham.
Obertan's another big body, very good on set pieces. It's kind of interesting. Legion have a number of players with MLS experience. And this Charlotte Independence team has a number of players with Premier League experience. Certainly some guys who have shown they can get it done at the highest levels.
Jay Garmond is send it in for Charlotte. Dangerous looking ball headed away, but only as far as another gray shirt. The shot trickles through, finds Roberts, who is offside.
Legion did really well after the initial clearance. They cleared their lines quickly. Caught the Independents by surprise.
So Junior Flemings is on for Birmingham. Also number 5, Mikey Lopez, who Mike called Captain Crunch. Lyndon Blake's down below. Lyndon, how did Captain Crunch come to be for number 5 in black?
Okay, so first of all, we agree that this is a fantastic nickname.
For sure.
Mikey is now called Captain Crunch. It seems that Johnny Dean gave him this nickname because of how physical he is on the pitch. He's always the one taking hits, giving out hits, making the tackles, crunching up guys, you know? So it's fitting for him to now be named after a cereal. Love it.
We'll have to ask him if he actually enjoys the little Captain Crunch to start his day in the morning.
Captain Crunch Extra Berries, honestly, top 5 cereal in my book.
Ooh, hot take from down below. Flag is up once again against the Independents as Irving Parra was behind the last man. Free kick coming here for Birmingham. And Fanuel Kavita will reset it before putting it back in play. Fans Birmingham Legion FC entrust the care of its athletes to UAB's sports medicine team. You should as well. All of our doctors are fellowship trained and have extensive experience caring for patients of all ages. Whether you're a weekend warrior or competitive athlete, come see UAB Sports Medicine so we can help get you back to your active lifestyle. More than 15 minutes gone in the second half. Throw-in coming here for Birmingham. And Mike, so far it feels like this first quarter hour or so in the second half has gone the way of Charlotte Independence. They've had a little bit more of the ball. They've had the few chances that there have been since coming out of the dressing room. Can Birmingham change that here? Prosper Kasim has got some space. And Johnny Dean is bombing forward around him. Kasim trying to cut it back. Christian Fuchs would not let him.
Christian Fuchs has not been beat all night long. He's just so solid in that center back position. He's got the pace to get out wide. He's got the experience to read the play. Charlotte are off and running here.
Quickly taken free kick. Charlotte have a chance to counter with Legion still trying to get back. Obertan with space. Obertan against James looking for a shooting lane. Obertan just wide.
Obertan did a great job, had Ryan James beat, but just couldn't quite find that back stick.
It was an awfully tight angle for Obertan, who was trying to make it 2 goals for Charlotte in as many games. And came awfully close to beating Matt Van Oekel, but in the end it skitters just wide. Goal kick here for Birmingham in the 65th minute. Fans, the USL's elite pre-professional platform is the USL Academy, and it allows clubs to build a pathway to pro soccer by bringing together top local youth talent and helping players transition to their USL senior teams. For more information, visit usl-academy.com. Lyndon Blake down below telling us Birmingham prepping a couple more changes here in a moment. But first, Birmingham on the attack. Bruno Lapa once again out wide where Kasim is waiting. Kasim surveys, has Johnny Dean with him as well. Bruno Lapa trying to sink into a half space. Pass never reached him. And Enzo Martinez, like he has so much today, is trying to key the counter for Charlotte. Switch across the park, just a bit too far for Jose Bizama. Asiadu with Obertan bearing down on him. And Asiadu taking off it in the end. And Lopez, well, we talked about him. Captain Crunch with a crunching challenge on Brant Bronico. And that's going to earn Mikey Lopez a yellow card, brought to you by Rubio Law Firm. And both guys a bit worse for wear after that challenge. One more look at it here.
Yeah, I don't think Mikey Lopez meant to make that foul initially. He just got caught on the spin. Nice turn from Brant Bronico. UNC Charlotte trying to run past UNC on that play. Mikey Lopez certainly making his presence felt.
2 more changes now for Birmingham. Bruno Lapa will come off. Eli Cronali will replace him. Also coming off, Prosper Kasim. Jaden Silvania on in replacement of Kasim, as both of those guys get nice ovations from the crowd here at BBVA Field.
Yeah, Bruno Lapa in particular was really dangerous in the first half, had a lot of touches, but it looked like maybe he's a little bit fatigued. He hasn't played a lot in the last 2.5 months, and he played 70 minutes on Wednesday. His legs looked a little heavy here in the second half. And of course, Jaden Silvania, the super sub who's come on so many times and changed the game, found the goal. He always adds a little electricity when he's on the field.
This is the 18th time this year Jaden Silvania has come off the bench here for Birmingham, trying to make an impact once again. As is Junior Flemings, who's on it now, and he's got Ryan James running with him. Good work by the Charlotte defense to stay organized, win it back. And Obertan connects with Irving Parra. From one side of the park to the other goes Charlotte. Jake Arman connects with Brant Bronico. There's had a pretty quiet night by his standards. Christian Fuchs with a poor pass that doesn't clear Jaden Silvania.
We don't see that very often. Christian Fuchs just mishit the ball and gave it away.
Anderson Asiadu turns, tries to get around Obertan and does. Now Ryan James in a bit of space down this flank. Nice sliding challenge from Bizama to make sure James couldn't go any further. Once again, Lyndon Blake down below reporting another change, this time for Charlotte Independence. It looks like Dane Kelly, the man that's prepping down below.
Dane Kelly, a little bit of a forgotten name, but the all-time leading goal scorer in the USL Championship. He has found the back of the net more than any player in league history.
Dean from one side of the park to the other to James. James has some options to pick out. It's cleared away, but only over the end line by Kevin Riascos. And Birmingham have a corner, brought to you by Chick-fil-A here in the 69th minute.
If you want to know why this Charlotte Independence team has found the way to win so many times, they're bringing players off the bench like Dane Kelly, Gabriel Obertan.
Austin Pack tried to punch it away, instead got caught in between a catch and a punch, and dangerous there for a moment before Charlotte was able to clear it out of a dangerous spot.
Pack has been really good tonight, made a couple of big saves, but that was almost a really big mistake.
Throw in for Legion FC into the 70th minute. Still 1-1 our score between Birmingham and Charlotte. Both sides looking for that second goal that could decide the contest. Eli Cronali. Cronali tees it up. Cronali! Are you serious? Eli Cronali off the bench and into the score sheet. 2-1 Birmingham.
That's just a sensational strike. Eli Cronali, the man who's known for hard work, for lots of running, showing a bit of class on a strike from a good 30 yards out. They gave him some room. He said, "I'll take it," and hammered it into the back of the net.
The first career professional goal for Eli Cronali is an absolute banger. One more look.
Well, you simply don't hit a ball any better than that. Perfectly clean strike, upper corner finish. Austin Pack had no chance to make that save.
And it's an instant impact once again for a Birmingham sub. This time it's Eli Cronali who comes up with a huge play. 2-1 Birmingham. And now Charlotte make their changes. Dane Kelly is on for Charlotte.
If you're a young player and you want more time in the game, let me tell you how you do it. When the coach puts you on the field, you step up, you make a difference in the game. Coach will play you again. Great strike, great finish, great impact from Eli Cronali.
So Eli Cronali has changed the game with less than 20 minutes to go. Birmingham Legion 2, Charlotte Independence 1. Dane Kelly came on for Irving Parra. That was one change Charlotte made before the restart. The other start was Brant Bronico. He came off, and Adam Armour, the North Carolina native, just 18 years old, is on as well for Charlotte Independence.
Both these teams have made some attacking substitutions.
And Enzo Martinez once again has the flag go up against him.
We've got about 18 minutes left in the match. Both teams have made a bunch of attacking substitutions. Charlotte have got to go forward and take some risks. This last 18 minutes or so, I think, is going to open up, be a little more end-to-end. It's hard to make a game better than this one's already been, but I think it's going to be just a sprint to the finish.
Brothers Cronali both on the field right now for Birmingham. Alex Cronali in central defense. It's Eli Cronali who's got the game-winning goal at the moment. Jaden Silvania out wide. Silvania, lovely cutback to beat one defender. Trying to get it through to Eli Cronali. The goal scorer almost had an opportunity to look at a second, if not for some great defending by Hugh Roberts. Now Charlotte trying to break. Dane Kelly can't quite get on the end of that pass. And now for Birmingham, it's a fine line. How much do you push forward for a third versus how much do you protect what you've got? Eli Cronali has Ryan James in space on the flank. James's cross dealt with easily by the goalkeeper Pack. Enzo Martinez in between the lines once again, trying to thread it through to Dane Kelly. Kelly edge of the area, 1v1 against Fanuel Kavita. Kelly waiting for more gray shirts to join him in the attacking third. Gabriel Obertan. Good work by Ryan James to dispossess Bizama. Throw in for Charlotte, right in front of the Birmingham bench. Eli Cronali goes to ground, and he wins Legion FC a throw this time on that touchline. Quarter hour to go from BBVA Field in Birmingham, Alabama. 2-1 Birmingham in front as the sun sets in the western sky. Legion goalkeeper Matt Van Okel has put on the baseball cap to try to shield his eyes from the sun as he's looking almost directly into it for the final quarter hour.
Most soccer fields are built north-south. This one happens to be east-west, and so when you play a late afternoon game like this, the sun sets right behind one of the goals and is straight in the face of the other goalkeeper. In this second half, that means Matt Van Okel is going to have a little trouble seeing the ball when it comes out of the sky.
Christian Fuchs looking for Armin. Not quite going to get there. Throw in for Birmingham Legion FC. Fans, we talked about it at halftime, but a new era of Division II professional women's soccer begins in 2023 with the introduction of the USL Super League. Head over to uslsoccer.com/USL Super League to learn more. Fuchs back to his goalkeeper Pack, who was under a bit of pressure but got it away with good composure. And Charlotte reportedly prepping another change down below. And we'll see if they make it here at this moment with a throw-in coming here for Birmingham Legion FC.
It's a little tiny detail, but Johnny Dean knew he couldn't win that ball, but by jumping, throws the Charlotte defender off, ends up in possession because of it.
Kelly trying to get around Kavita. Kelly is in. Kelly squares it. Matt Van Okel off his line. Excellent battle there between Kelly and Kavita, two experienced men. The USL Championship, and Matt Van Okel to the rescue with the Birmingham backline there. Otherwise, Obertan was waiting to pounce.
Dane Kelly showed us just a little glimpse of that pace that he's known for. There aren't going to be many center backs in the league that can stay with him when he turns on the jets.
77th minute here at BBVA Field. Charlotte looking for an equalizer, trying to keep their unbeaten run over the last 5 games intact. Birmingham Legion FC trying to make it 2 wins inside of 5 days. Flag is up against Jose Bizama. Just trying to make the run off the back shoulder of Ryan James, and now Charlotte will make another change. It's Valentin Sabella who is coming on for Kevin Riascos. So a defender off for Charlotte, an attack-minded midfielder on for the Independents.
That's exactly what it is. They've gone to 2 at the center of the back instead of 3, and bring on another midfielder to give them a one-man advantage in midfield. And I think we're going to see Legion try and counter that. I would expect we're going to see Zach Arivo coming in. He's a great box-to-box guy who can run in every direction. Nico Brett probably the guy coming off. teams run all day long up top, but he's looking like he's struggling a little bit to get back defensively. Right now, Legion with 12 minutes left in the match need the fresh legs.
Dean thought he'd want a free kick. Referee says no. Throw in for Charlotte. And Legion will make the change, and it is Zach Garavo coming on. And it is the goal scorer, Nico Brett, who will make way. And Nico Brett will get a nice ovation from the crowd when this change is announced.
He's worked really hard, but with just 3 days rest, it's so hard to ask these guys to go back-to-back 90 minutes. Zach Garavo will come on. He'll play wide in midfield. Junior Flemings will slide up top to what's a little bit more natural position for him.
Here comes Charlotte once more. A dangerous cross. Kavita with his back towards his own goal. Cleared it towards his own frame. But luckily for him, over the frame. He only concedes a corner and nothing more. One more look.
Really dangerous ball. Great service, forcing a defender to face his own goal. When that happens, anything can happen. Fenwell does really well to get that ball over the top of the goal.
Another corner for Charlotte here in the 80th minute. Alex Cronali heads it away. Enzo Martinez onto the second ball. Fuchs back into the mix. Martinez high and wide.
I'm not sure if he was shooting that or crossing it. It whizzed past the far post. "79.5 minutes gone. 10 minutes plus to go. Legion FC fans, you can head over to the Legion FC Twitter page at BHM Legion immediately following the final whistle to vote on who you thought earned Man of the Match honors this afternoon. That's at BHM Legion on Twitter to have your say on who you think the Legion FC Man of the Match is in this Sunday afternoon showdown. Enzo Martinez wins it off of Siadu. Here comes Martinez again. He goes to ground. Zach Garavo took it off him, and the referee says play on. Lopez trying to find Junior Flemings. Couldn't quite get it all the way to him. Flemings putting Bizama under duress. And it's a throw in for Birmingham. Some tough challenges there in midfield going uncalled by a referee, Gerald Flores. Second one looked to me like Zach Garavo was trying to take a professional foul so that Charlotte couldn't run at them. The referee just let him play on.
Brian James dispossessed by Jake Armand, who's been a busy man this afternoon. Gabriel Obertan turning, looking for support. His pass a bit beyond Adam Armour, his intended target. And Zach Garavo taken down, trying to start a counter the other direction. That might be a booking, and it is. Yellow card shown to Adam Armour. We're in the 82nd minute. Yellow card brought to you by Rubio Law Firm, the first booking for a man in gray this afternoon.
Not much question about that. Armour was beat. He just pushed Zach Garavo to the ground, making sure that he couldn't run at the defense.
Jaden Silvania with a nice touch, got around one man, couldn't get around Hugh Roberts. And now Charlotte trying to break straight away. Over the top, Sabella and Kelly both making a run. Sabella onto the long ball. He's got Kelly with him. Sabella's shot cut out by Kavita. Almost taken off his foot.
Fantastic defending.
Charlotte have picked up the pressure over the last 5, 6, 7 minutes. Still trying to find an equalizer. They have time, but the clock working against them here in the 83rd minute and counting. Legion FC 2, Charlotte Independence 1.
Both teams have made a number of substitutions. The game's gotten a little scrappier. It's gotten end to end.
Cross towards the back post. Kelly is waiting, but Kelly couldn't quite get there. Just a bit too tall was the cross. Ryan James trying to take it off of Enzo Martinez, and he does. James can only clear it as far as Jake Arman. Arman's found a pocket of space. Arman's touch is a bit too heavy. Zach Arivo to ground to win it back for Birmingham. One more look at the chance here for Dane Kelly, who was lurking in the area.
It's a great service. Dane Kelly gets up early, just can't quite get up high enough to get on the end of that ball.
One of the best looks Charlotte have had here in this second half. As another throw-in is coming here for Ryan James in Birmingham Legion FC. James back in the starting lineup for Birmingham this afternoon. He's had a pretty good showing. Lopez trying to keep it. Sabella applying the pressure. Wins it back for Charlotte. But Lopez wins it back in midfield off of Enzo Martinez. Birmingham have numbers to the right if they want to go that way, and they do. Here comes Dean against Fuchs. Dean around Fuchs, still Johnny Dean, and finally taken off it in the end.
Great moves, great footwork from Johnny Dean. He just couldn't keep it under control at the very end.
Eli Cronali wants to go back to midfield for Zach Arivo. Birmingham on top by one. Don't have to press things if it's not there. That's a poor giveaway as Dane Kelly is onto it. And a whistle and a foul is going to give Kelly a free kick, and I believe a yellow card to Zach Arivo, who this time, his professional foul efforts will earn him a booking. Brought to you by Rubio Law Firm.
Sometimes you just have to take one for the team. Legion had a little bit of confusion, gave the ball away in a dangerous place, and Zach Arivo making absolutely certain that Charlotte weren't able to run at them.
86th minute here at BBVA Field, downtown Birmingham, Alabama. Blake Gardner, Mike Getman, Lyndon Blake, your crew here. One goal in this second half, and it belongs to Birmingham Legion's Eli Cronali. The first goal in the 23-year-old's career is the game winner at the moment. Unless Charlotte has anything to say over the last 4.5 minutes plus stoppage time. James for Junior Flemings trying to turn against Roberts. Flemings able to get back to his feet. Here comes Flemings. Flemings with Silvania. Silvania, his shot denied by Pack.
Jaden Silvania with a great turn and twist. Austin Pack read the play and came out and smothered it before Jaden could barely get it off his foot. Really good goalkeeping.
Austin Pack has made a couple of big-time stops this afternoon. And he makes one there to keep it just a one-goal deficit for Independence. Corner kick brought to you by Chick-fil-A, coming here for Birmingham in the 87th minute. The goal scorer, Eli Cronali, serves it towards the back post. Alex Cronali gets ahead to it. Cronali connection nearly paying off there for Birmingham.
I'm a little bit surprised that Legion put that ball into the mixer like that. With 3 minutes left in the game, I would have thought they'd keep it in the corner and just take some time off the clock. I think it's a little bit of the mindset of this team that they're going to attack, they're going to play for the full 90 minutes. They're enjoying a match against another good attacking team, and they just want to keep attacking.
Well, Charlotte have it back and have numbers pushed forward. Obertan playing 1-2. Obertan, a dangerous spot. Cuts it back. Van Oekel with a save.
Fantastic play. Obertan on the give and go. Beats everybody. Has his head up. Has a great cutback. But the finish just wasn't hit quite as clean as it should have been. And who else? Matt Van Oekel right in the spot he needs to be.
Trey Luna save of the game as Van Oekel denies Sabella. As you mentioned, probably didn't strike it as well as he would have preferred. But the positioning good for Van Oekel. Keeps Birmingham's lead intact for now. Dean able to bring it down, lob it forward, but to nobody in particular. Silvania. Good work by Crognale and Dean on that side, keeping it under control for Legion. Killer pass to Fred. Junior Fleming's in, but Flemings has the flag go up.
Legion still going forward. They've got 4 guys in the attack. They're still playing balls in behind the defense. There's just over a minute left on the clock, but they're still looking for another goal.
Early ball delivered. Kelly tried to flick it through, but couldn't quite flick it through to Obertan. Anderson Asiadu clears it over the Legion bench. Throw in here for Charlotte Independence. Just 10 seconds away from our 90th and final minute. And a mistaken throw in by Jose Bizama gives Birmingham possession back. Wow.
It was a little bit of a strange one. I think he heard the whistle while he was in motion. He tried to stop and simply lost control of the ball. Legion will take it for sure.
So we're into the 90th minute, and word is down below from Lyndon Blake, 3 minutes minimum. Stoppage time coming to close out this afternoon. So still a little bit of time for Charlotte to try to find an equalizer. Lovely switch over the top. Obertan able to keep it in play against James on this flank. Obertan's cross finds Kelly. Obertan back to it. Aravo blocks the shots. And Eli Crognale clears it once again for Legion FC.
Good team defending from Legion FC. Lots of players around the edge of the box.
Another throw in here for Charlotte Independence. And we do have it confirmed down below now. 3 minutes of stoppage time to close out today, brought to you by UAB Medicine. Gabriel Obertan is into the attack once again. Obertan. Still work to be done for this Birmingham defense. Sabella's cross blocked by Silvania. And another corner coming for Charlotte. And everybody forward in gray for the Independents, and that now includes their goalkeeper, Austin Pack, who is pushed forward.
Charlotte are a big team anyway, but with their goalkeeper in the box, there is a lot of big bodies chasing after this ball.
A stoppage here by referee Gerald Flores before this ball gets served in. As you can imagine, 6-yard box is awfully crowded before this ball gets served from the flag. So here we go. Low service, Asiadu sends it back over the end line. Another corner coming from that same flag. As Marcelo Palomino will have a second crack to try to pick out a shirt in gray, or in the case of the goalkeeper, Austin Pack, a shirt in neon green and yellow. Palomino delivers. Matt Van Oekel with a confident catch to make the play.
Matt Van Oekel wisely holding on to the ball. Even though you might feel like we can go quickly, the goalkeeper's out of his goal. They don't need the other goal. Matt Van Oekel says we're going to slow it down, make sure everybody's in position before we put this in play.
Legion supporters group, the Magic City Brigade, chanting MVO for their veteran goalkeeper. Jaden Silvania almost in on goal there, if not for the intervention of Adam Armour. A throw in here for Birmingham as we have entered the 93rd minute at BBVA Field. And we'll see if Birmingham can bleed out the rest of the time remaining on the clock. Close out a 2-1 victory against Charlotte Independence here at home. Armour finds Armin. Charlotte have it back. Can they build quickly? Not this time. Ryan James cuts out the long ball. Lopez. Hugh Roberts back to the feet of his goalkeeper, Austin Pack. Charlotte have to hurry. Time is running out quickly. James up to win the ball in the air, and that is full time. Legion FC with a huge Sunday afternoon win. Take all 3 points from Charlotte Independence.
They draw a really big round of applause from their fans. Well earned. I think everybody in the stadium understood what a great match they witnessed tonight. Two really, really good teams going at it. Birmingham Legion with the late winner.
The 14th win for Legion FC here in 2021. Down below, Lyndon Blake is standing by with Legion head coach Tom Stone. Lyndon.
You're going to be a little bit? Okay. Oh, we're going right now. Yeah. Congrats on that fantastic win. How is your team able to deal Charlotte a loss, their first since August?
You know, I feel like we really had our discipline today. You know, the second half we organized some of the things that were hurting us. We didn't give them a ton of looks, and I think we created some, and our subs impacted the game tremendously. You know, it's been a busy week. Eli's been doing that all week, so I'm happy for him, but overall just really happy with the performance.
Speaking of Eli, obviously that instant impact, his first career goal for you guys. The entire team lit up when he scored. We saw what he added to this game, but what does he bring to this team overall?
Well, you know, he stretches the ball for us. He can play a ball over distance, and obviously you can see he can hit a shot. Like I said, he's been doing that all week, so it wasn't a surprise to us. Overall, I'm just really happy for the team. It was a good team performance.
You said you wanted to make winning a habit. What do you need to do now to continue this way down the stretch of the season?
Win the next one, then it becomes a habit.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thanks to head coach Tom Stone, obviously very pleased with his team's performance here at home this afternoon. Legion FC 2, Charlotte Independence 1. We'll take a timeout and wrap up our coverage of USL Championship Soccer from Birmingham, Alabama, right after this.
Your bank for today, your bank for tomorrow. BBVA is your bank for life's opportunities, with an app that makes banking easy and service that makes it personal. For your next opportunity, BBVA is your bank.
At Red Diamond, we've spent 112 years searching the world for the perfect beans. Your search will be considerably shorter. Red Diamond. Expect perfection. Available at a grocer near you. When your taste buds demand greatness, nothing compares to Red Diamond coffee. Unless, of course, it's Red Diamond tea. No shortcuts, no skimping. Perfect's not easy. Red Diamond. Available at a grocer near you.
Your bank for then. Your bank for now. BBVA is your bank for getting back to work, with more than $3.6 billion in small business loans and an award-winning app. For helping your business move forward, BBVA is your bank.
Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama. Sweet home Alabama playing here at BBVA Field. It certainly was a sweet home for Birmingham Legion FC as they get all 3 points from Charlotte Independence this afternoon. Time for our play of the game, brought to you by Fruitables. And what else could it be but this game-winning strike from Eli Cronali.
Coaches always talk, it's a game of moments. One individual play can be the difference, and Eli Cronali steps on the field and becomes that difference maker with an unbelievable blast into the upper corner.
The 16th time this year he has come off the bench for Legion FC, but this, his first goal, and it was a big one. It gets all 3 points for Birmingham as we look at our final match stats tonight. Charlotte, 16 shots to just 6 for Birmingham. They certainly applied the pressure late there, Coach, but Birmingham did enough to see out the win.
Charlotte won the physical battle tonight. They won the balls in the air. I think they won their majority of the tackles. They had a lot of opportunities and some good shots. Matt Van Okel on one end made a couple of great saves, and Eli Cronali, the difference maker late in the game, coming up with that unbelievable strike to win the match.
So Legion, after a 4-0 win on the road against Atlanta United 2, pick up their second win inside of 5 days to take out Charlotte Independence. Here's what both sides have coming up, starting with Charlotte Independence. Their 5-game unbeaten run now snapped. It must start anew, and it starts on national television against Hartford Athletic on ESPN Deportes.
At this level, you're not going to win them all. 5 in a row unbeaten is really incredible. They had 4 shutouts in a row. Now they've got Hartford Athletic, one of the hotter teams in the league as well, on the road again. They're going to have to prove that they can be road warriors.
And then a trio of home games for the Charlotte Independence to try to hold on to that 4th and final playoff spot in the Atlantic Division. Meanwhile, for Birmingham, Legion FC make it 2 wins in a row for Legion FC. Now can they make it 3 in a row on the road at SKC2?
Yeah, they're certainly going to feel like they're in a good place at Sporting Kansas City. It's a team that they've handled pretty well in the past, and then 2 more at home with Indy and Austin. So I think Legion are probably pretty happy with the upcoming schedule.
Louisville with a game in hand on Legion FC, but Birmingham just 1 point off Louisville City for the top slot in the Central Division after this huge 3-point performance at home against Charlotte Independence. That'll do it for our coverage from downtown Birmingham, Alabama, BBVA Field. For Lyndon Blake, Mike Getman, and our entire crew here in the Magic City, I'm Blake Gardner saying so long from Birmingham, where once again the final score this afternoon, Birmingham Legion 2, Charlotte Independence 1. Until next time, we hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you once again soon for another edition of USL Championship Soccer.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.